Hi everyone, Marty with FARMBOY Engineering here again. Today I want to talk about container gardening. So my wife wants to put some tomato plants out on our deck, and we don't have space in the yard really to have a garden in the yard, so we do container gardening. And we've got some raised beds on the deck already. Want to do some tomato plants. And we also have some shady areas, so we want to be able to move the containers into the sun easily as needed. And she wants it to look good. So here's a solution for that. So you could use a good old handy dandy 5-gallon bucket, right? But it doesn't look the best. No slight against Harbor Freight. And why would you want to waste a good Harbor Freight bucket on that? Another alternative that is a little more stylish, which was important to my wife, is you could get a cheap wastebasket of any design that you like. This one just happens to be from Walmart. I'm not being paid by Walmart to say that. That's just where we happen to get it. Obviously a little more stylish than a red Harbor Freight bucket. And so what we want to do anytime you're doing containers that don't have any holes in it, you need to create some holes for drainage. And so with these are just plastic. And so I've got a 3/8 bit in here, and you want to put about 3 holes in there. You could put some more, but you want the water to drain out. I suggest going around the edge where it's a little bit stiffer. I did try in the middle, pushed a little too hard and cracked it. So you may not want to do that. So just doing 3 holes. Yep, well, there, I just cracked it right there. So don't push too hard. Yeah, if you push a little gentler, it goes better. Anyway, that crack, that'll still be okay. It'll just drain a little bit more water. So got your drainage holes drilled now. And here's a little trick. Instead of filling this all the way up with dirt, which one tomato plant, you really don't need that much. We've got some extra packing that came in one of the many packages that we get. It seems like on a daily basis. You can just stuff this in there in the bottom, and it'll take up some space, and it'll actually help with drainage and help with aeration, which is good for the plants. And so you can just do that. Add your filler, add your dirt. In this case, I'm using a potting soil that's pretty light, and it's got some moisture holding capabilities to it, so you don't have to water it as much. Just kind of pack it down a little bit. Since this is a tomato plant, these are going to grow high. You don't have to have the dirt all the way up to the top. Another little trick you can do, and I talked about wanting to be able to move it, you can buy these little, these are for plants to move around, literally. And so, again, you can buy these pretty cheaply at any of your big box stores or Amazon or however you want to get it. And you just put this on top of that, and you can move it around your deck, wherever you need to move it to. On our deck is what we'll do in this case. So anyway, hopefully this helps if you want to do some container gardening and not spend a fortune on it. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.